Bombed from the air and invaded from the ground. For 22 days, Gaza came under a sustained onslaught by the Israeli army. Now, Amnesty International says that the weapons Israel used, such as white phosphorus, and the way it used them, were in violation of international law.
After the conflict started, we sent in 2 experts. And one of the things that we did is we went around and analyzed some of the fragments of different weapons at sites, in homes, UN buildings, schools, where U.S. weapons have been used. And we also talked to some of the victims and the Israeli military, of course. We found so many examples of U.S. weapons used in very precarious situations. In some cases, we're pretty clear that these were violations of international humanitarian law.
Here's what he's talking about. A UN school burns while women and children run for cover. Hundreds of civilians died in the war, thousands were injured. But Israel disputes these figures and rejects the findings in Amnesty's report.
Firstly, it relies on the data provided by the authoritarian Hamas regime, data that is problematic, that many people have questioned its authenticity. And secondly, the report ignores the complex combat situation, the difficult house-to-house fighting, the fact that Hamas deliberately brutalized the civilian population of Gaza, exploiting that civilian population as a human shield.
Hamas also rejects the findings in the report, but for different reasons.
This is an unfair and unbalanced demand that equates the criminal with the victim. We confirm that though there were no countries supplying weapons to Hamas, major world countries have been supplying nuclear and phosphoric weapons and weapons of mass destruction to the Zionist occupation.
Amnesty's conclusion: there should be a global arms embargo against both Israel and Palestinian fighters in Gaza. That would depend on Western countries, especially the United States, which gives Israel billions of dollars in military aid every year. And it's too early to predict whether the Obama administration will change this policy.